Here's the other thing, bro. You guys have seen, like, lava flows at the bottom of the ocean, right?
Sure.
Yes. Yeah.
Bro, so there's lava flows at the bottom of the ocean. Well, okay, now I'm just a layman, so if I don't explain this super good, bear with me. But essentially, oh, potato, you hurt my feelings with that. Okay, lava flows at the bottom of the ocean. The lava cools the is it the atomic components? The mineral components of that stone as it cools orients itself to the Earth's poles. And what they've seen is some of this lava in the process of a flow has had its polarity reversed. So, for example, what I'm really warning you about is think about where the North Pole is today and the South Pole is today. And after this event, the North Pole is going to be like the center of the Indian Ocean, and the South Pole. I need a globe. I need a globe real bad. But I'm going to call it somewhere in North America. Not sure if that's accurate. It could be the Pacific. No, it couldn't be. Well, if someone with a globe would tell me the exact, what's the word? What's the word for the exact opposite side? There's perigee and apogee. That's not it, is it? Oh, well. I'm going to file this under words I learned then forgot. So anyway, basically, we're going to need about 200,000 subscribers for the newsletter. I figured there'll be an attrition rate. I mean, God told me there'll be an attrition rate of 75%. That means 3 out of every 4 of us here today signed up for the newsletter are going to die. But for those of us that live, when the fires burn out, we're going to open our Faraday cage. We're going to pull out a radio. We're going to listen to the assigned listening channels, and then we plan our meetup. I'm not sure where it's going to be.
I'll be there.
We're all gonna be there. We're already there in spirit. We're focusing on the blood coursing through our veins. The same blood that's been running through the veins of all the men who came before us since the beginning of time. You know, right now you may be thinking about terms like blood brothers. I recently heard that blood brothers might be, maybe everyone's seen where they cut their hand and then they do the boom, like the bro shake, you know, with the 2 bloody hands. Yo, maybe that's what a blood brother is. Or it's someone you're related to, obviously. But also, someone told me that way back in the day, they might have, like, cut some of their blood, then let the 2 bloods sit on a plate. And if they didn't, like, congeal together, you weren't blood brothers? And maybe this would, like, maybe... So if that's true, could you imagine whether or not 2 tribes decided to federate, you know, against a common enemy? Like first we need to find out if we're real blood brothers, because our God told us these are the people we need to get with. It's not that we can't federate with them. Alright, you get the plate,
I'll get the knife.
Bro, I think we could do it. I mean, we might as well find out if this is real. Like, for example...
what, I'll bet you we congeal.
Who's got a brother? If you got a real brother right now, I'm not talking half brother. Also, for the purpose of, of course your half brother can be your brother. Okay, I didn't mean to say that. But, bro, let's make sure they're the same blood type. Let's get the same blood type. 2 people the same blood type. Bro, we're talking about blood brothers.
He's speaking facts right now.
Bro, I'm A negative.
Thing with my actual brother, and then our blood didn't congeal. What would that mean?
First, find out. We want it to be the same blood type because we're thinking it's blood type. If this was a true thing, then maybe it's likely like blood type related, or it could just be negative versus positive. You know, Rh negative versus Rh positive, rhesus negative versus rhesus positive. It was always easy for me to remember my blood type because it's A-. And you know, that's not a bad grade. Like, I'm not going to get in trouble for an A-.
Yeah, how about if the grade is an O-?
A- is pretty good, right, guys? Unless you want to get into Ivy League. We all know the Ivy League schools now. Sure, Yale and Harvard are easy, but it's also Princeton. And then what? If most people only say there's 4 Ivy League schools: Yale, Harvard, Princeton, and University of Pennsylvania. The real wild card.
Up,
bro. First shut the fuck up of the day.
That's pretty impressive.
Fucking too much, bro.
GG,
I like
you were
it.
here
Yeah.
for so long, you fixed your microphone, you signed up for the newsletter, and then you give me the shut the fuck up? It's okay, bro, but I got a feeling
were
you're all
knees
jacked
deep.
up on high fructose corn syrup. You're not thinking clearly. We're here.
The government doesn't want you to hear this.
They don't, and in fact, there are 6 words that I don't...
Actually ran out of shit to say for a minute. Didn't
That's
you?
hilarious. That's hilarious. It was his friend. Good for him. Good for him, bro. Were you in the pisser? Were you in the pisser, dog?
No, he just walked in and heard you talking.
Good for him. Good for him. Tell him you're going to share his primary email account with us, and he too will be subscribing to the newsletter, networking for the apocalypse. You're probably going to buy him a t-shirt. Okay, back to blood brothers, right? I think we missed something here. Oh yeah, the blood types. I heard that cows, there's like Bro, it used to be a job. It's still a job. It's a job. You know, like Cooper, Chandler, Wagner, Kidder, Taylor, Butler, Tanner,
pretty
Miller,
strange,
Mason. Is your last name a job?
No, my last name is Rambat.
Yo, say it again. Say it again.
R-A-M-B-A-D-T.
Beat.
Could be a job.
Backed.
It's a bird.
Yo, cool. Dove, swan, robin.
No, it's the coolest one.
Fuck yeah, bro. So this is pretty cool. Most people's names are habitational, occupational, or familial, but occasionally people get cool names like Sparrow or Bullock or True Love or True Breed or Starbuck. I was looking at Starbuck the other day. Yo, you read Moby Dick, right? Yeah. There's two origin stories for the name Starbuck. Starbuck was the first mate on the Pequod under Captain Ahab, would be described as steadfast and earnest. He's a good man. If you ever wanted to be a first mate on a whaling boat, you just look to Starbuck as your example. Okay, Starbuck. Now, I saw something about Old English being the name related to the Old English word stabacco, meaning the sound of the west wind as it howls through the valley. Now, most people are experiencing predominant winds out of the west, so the west wind through the valley is probably the loudest wind. Now, different word origin for the Norse version of Starbuck. Oh, bro, this is the sad part. When you look up something and you want to be able to speak at length about it, but then you fucking forget it because you are related to a monkey. Well, that's what the atheists say. Actually, you know that you're related to the Anunnaki, also called the Fallen Ones. You know, the Watchers.
Am I losing my mind? Who's losing their
That's
mind in
right.
this conversation?
The big reveal coming up next. I'm RH negative. I have an elongated skull. All this and more on 106.7 KCSGO. Boom. Hit the brake, Dan.